Hey, everybody, we're live, and we are going to talk about the Raiders and the Texans game. And the kickoff is it's done, and it's 0-0. And we got Noah Willington returns the kick, and we'll see the Texans offense for the first time as Raiders fans, unless you watched the game last week or maybe you caught the Texans game. But here they are, and it's C.J. Stroud at quarterback, as he will be the regular season. I'm going to turn this down a little bit more, right? And they line up in a double tight end to the right, and they have a little bit of a tight end trap that's effective and gains 9 yards against the Raiders defense. And so when you see the tight end trap open up like that, it means the Raiders have to do a better job of covering their gaps. What it means, folks. So it's 2nd and 1 at the Texans. What appears to be the Texans, just outside the Texans 40, and they've got a slot right. And here was just a line butt, but hey, nice play by the Raiders. Mr. McCollum comes in from the backfield from the defensive backfield to make the stop. That's nice. I like how the Raiders are getting aggressive against the run. And in this case, number 27 was inside, and the tight end, number 19, did rather wide receiver, did a lousy job of blocking 27 for the Raiders. So now it's 3rd and 1. And maybe the Texans are going to run again, and they do. And they got the first down about 6-7 yards more with Mr. Marks, who's Mr. Marks is moving the ball. In 9 yards of the first carry, got he got nailed, or his counterpart got nailed the second down, and then now it hits the hole really well. Comes off the blocks, avoids a tackle, picks up yardage. Now we have the first rollout fake play action, and boom, gets tackled after a minimal gain. Raiders did a great job of playing that play action rollout to the left. Nice job. Nice job. I like that the Raiders defense is obviously coordinated. I haven't seen that in a while. So much better. Now, we have to go from that to the big play. We have 2nd and 10. This is the first long yardage situation the Raiders defense finds itself in, back to throw. And Stroud missed the pass. Hutchinson drops it. It's 3rd and 10. The Texans find themselves 3rd and long. One problem I see with the Texans offense right off the bat, they do not have an effective short passing game. It's a carryover from the problem they had last season. They don't seem to really understand how to put together that kind of approach. So now we've got 3rd and 10 for the Texans and Mr. Stroud with trips right at the top of the screen. 3 wide receivers, goes back to throw, looks left, but he comes back to the middle, throws down there. Nice throw by CJ. First down for the Texans. Nice throw. A nice kind of a comeback pattern, a comeback out, She runs up and comes a comeback against number 26 for the Raiders. And what's going on there is he comes inside, he goes outside and comes back a tiny bit. And boom, first down. First down. Now, we have 1st and 10 for the Texans on the Raiders 42. Play action CJ. He's back. He's being rushed. Gets the ball away short. The first short pass of the game to Mr. Meeks, a number 4.
if you're the Texans, you're looking for
picks up
somebody to
about
step
what,
up
5 yards? No, 6
6
yards. Yeah, 6 yards.
Going into his second
6
year,
yards.
good rookie year. He tore his
So,
ACL on Tuesday.
Be interesting to see the commentary on Twitter, which I'll post here. All right. Got 2nd and 4. And for the Texans, and another play action. This time rolled to the right for CJ. He just nobody's open, so he just drills the ball into the turf. 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4.
Last 5 years.
So far, I got to remark the Texans' offense is not any better than it was before. They haven't made any, they haven't made any significant changes schematically to really say, okay, they've improved, they're going to have a better year. And I know it's preseason. Okay, now they have trips tight to the left, and 84 goes quick into motion. Stroud takes 2 steps. There he goes, decides to run to pick up the first down, but he drops it to 87, who gets his first down. But the question is, was CJ over the line? He was not. So it was a nice, smart play by him. And so that's a new thing because he decided he thought he was going to run, and then he just whoop. That's a new thing for CJ, folks. I haven't seen him do that much in his career. Maybe he figured like he needed to be on the move to make plays happen. Given the fact that this offensive design is still questionable. Is there too many on the field? Oh, Raider defense, not good. The Raiders are giving up too much in terms of yards, and they're letting the Texans smartly march toward the goal line because right now they're about, I would say, Max. Yep. Max Crosby is one of the number of starters that's not in. Nope, it's preseason. You don't want to get him injured. So, right. So take note, folks. But still, the scheme matters. And here we are with the run. And, Meeks again. And, wow, he got a way out of there, and he is going to get a touchdown. Folks, and that is not good. You want – they don't cover their gaps well if that's indeed how they're coached. Some teams, they don't coach to like a man in every gap, right? Like Tom Landry. This looks more like a what's called a 2-gap system, and we have and it is that it's a 2-gap system, and that's why you get what you get. What you get is they're trying to figure out where the running back is going. Then they commit to the run, which means that by nature that, but they're not getting to the guy fast enough. If they had a gap assignment ahead of time, then they would have been in that gap to seal up the running back before he had a chance to go anywhere. Instead, they're trying to figure out where is he going, and they already have an offensive lineman on him blocking him. So they're dead to rights. They just, basically with a different coach. So it's like, wow. Now we have commercials. Don't know what this is about. Adults. Okay.
My mom died from cancer.
Disappointing show for the Raiders defense. I'm just very disappointed. I have watched enough football to let you know when I think a team is right and when I think a team is wrong. And right now, offensively, I like their quick strike and short pass attack. I do not like how this defense attacks the rush. I am not a favor. I'm not a fan of 2-gap defenses, just not. And you've seen why. It just you can't win effectively with a 2-gap defense. Now I know some of you are gonna say, "Well, the Patriots did it and all this other stuff," but look, the Patriots also understood leverage by using guys like Vince Wilfork, who you needed 3 guys to stop him. So you could say, Vince, you go in 2-gap because he was so big that you wound up taking two guys to stop him, and he took up that much space. So the Patriots did a good job of leveraging you with the right people in the right places. And that really enhanced their two-gapping strategy. The Raiders have no such advantage, all right? No such advantage. So, and it's just like disappointing to see that, you'd like to think that a team has an encyclopedia of what works and what doesn't. And yet, it's like, well, we have a new coach. We'll just do it all over again. And like, we don't know football. Duh. And they made a mediocrely designed Texans offense look good. That's what bothers me. The Texans offense has no business looking that good. It should have been 3 and out. But no. Should have been 3 and out. Yeah, Mr. I call him Meeks Marks. Looking like he's the second coming of Derrick Henry. Seriously, that's what he looked like. Come on, Raiders. You put Fernando in a hole here, and the rest of us Raider fans at the same time. Oh, yeah. All right. So here's the kickoff. And the kick is deep, down to 2. And it goes out, and he gets out to roughly the 26. 20, yeah. And here comes Go Bears, Fernando. The man who was the national champion. He likes to call himself the Mandalorian. I'm excited to see what they do offensively. And because I firmly believe that Tom Brady had something to do with the design schematically of this offense. Here come out in the I formation. Interesting. What do they do from the I? Tight end shift. Tight end goes to the other side. Call blocking. And it's quick. And that was weird pass. That was a kind of a short back shoulder pass. Okay, incomplete. From a 3-step. I like it. I like this 3-step. I don't like the pattern choice, but I like that it's a 3-step. I think a slant would have been a better call there. So here we go. 2nd and 10. Raiders are in a double wing offense formation, and we have the right tackle move too soon. So they're blaming the tight end, but the false start. Oh, it's number 80, yeah. Okay, so anyway, you could have picked either 80 or the tight end, but at any rate. Okay, so it's 2nd and 15. So we've got the Mandalorian in a hole, which we got to get him out of. Shotgun. Tight slot. Right, left. Mando, 1, 2, 3 steps and great throw. First down. Boom. Yeah, go Mendoza. Woo-hoo. I like the short drops. That's Brady. 1, 2, 3. Right there. See that? Shades. You know what this is shades of? Shades of the offensive design that Tom Brady ran when the New England Patriots ran the table in the 2007 regular season, if you remember that. Okay, so another I formation again, and this time handoff to Mike Washington, who gets out of there. Oh, Washington to the 30. Gets stopped at the 21-yard line. Nice run by the fastest man coming out of the NFL draft, Mike Washington. Wow. Folks, that guy's a weapon. That guy is a weapon. I got to take a picture of that one right here. Weapon. Gets that crease out of there. That's a great idea. It's a great way of looking at it. It's that crease, and he breaks through the crease. It's like, I got this. Okay. 1st and 10 at the 15. Play action. Mendoza misses the. Oh no! Intercepted. Oh, this might be a pick six. It's going to be a 15, 30, 20. Mendoza misses him. It is a touchdown. Fernando Mendoza throws his first pick six. And what did he do wrong? He threw to the man and knocked the coverage. He looked one not open, two not open, but then guess what? Guess what? He threw it anyway, thinking, okay, he should be open on time. That was a mistake, okay? So, he threw it, and it was like, whoop, there he is. He's just waiting for him to jump it. And the last week, he threw a similar type of pass, but the spacing was there. And Fernando has got to understand to not bring himself to throw like he's a machine on time. And if the guy is just standing there, if he's right there with the DB, go to the next one or throw it away or drill it, okay? Otherwise, it's going to happen again and again and again. And the Raiders have to stop getting him in trouble with these spacing expectations where they're not doing anything to rub or create the obvious open person, right? All their throws, the last two preseason games, have been against tight coverage, where the defensive back was literally just, or linebacker was just right there. So this is what you're going to get. Yeah, that's what you're going to get. So you want situations like he got on the previous play, or the pass, the long gain pass for this game for the Raiders, where they had the slant, inside slant, and like more of a drive pattern than a slant for the first down. You have to do a better job of creating those, a much better job. Let's see what the commentary is on Twitter in that regard. Whether the Raiders, hashtag Raiders. Let's see what this people are saying.
So much NFL on ESPN right now. It's disgusting. I love it. Monday Night Football's on. The pregame.
Lone Raider says, let's go. Mike Washington reminds me of Mike Fadden. Pick six. Welcome back, Raiders. Fernando Mendoza to a pick six. Welcome to the NFL rookie. Yep. Yep.
My doctor will have some words.
And then another Raider fan, Anita Bland, says, I'm a huge Fernando Mendoza supporter, but he should not start the season. If possible, let him sit for the year. This Raiders team isn't ready to win now. Yeah, I'll give him. He did a play action, but what happens? He comes back here, he looks that way, and then he just machine-like comes back. And you know what happened is the ball was behind the receiver, and that's the other problem. The ball was behind just slightly. I said that. Yeah, and if he's not, to me, he wasn't open to begin with. Okay, and I'm going to go back and I want to take a picture of what I see. The Raiders will get the ball back. I want to take a picture of what I see here. Because there it is. And right here, yeah, he should have taken it, checked it down to 30. But what he did, all right, I'm going to show you what he looks at when he gets back, okay? Because this is what he saw before the interception, all right? And I'll post this. I will post this scene. Let's get back to what's going on here. Okay. Yeah, he threw it.
Instead, he dripped. Ball thrown behind.
Yeah, he took a little time there.
He's a converted safety that went to linebacker,
and so
he has ball skills.
Let me come back here.
He makes a heck of a play. The guy
and I don't know why he didn't throw this to begin with, and I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get it. He's got to understand when to pull the quick trigger, all right? That's paramount So the Raiders will get the ball, be a touchback there, and you'll see what I'm saying. Okay, and here comes Fernando Mendoza. Okay. And so what are we talking about right here is right here.
In week 1 against Arizona, he said,
let's see, I'm trying to get this file in there. Let's get this out of the way.
We'll see how he bounces back.
Okay, so we got I formation again, and a quick run and get stopped. Wow, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing to be down for 4 or 5 yards, really, when the onside of the play is not
gave him a little embrace. He then went right back out on the field. So you can see the leadership of Crosby already on display. Offense, defense.
not.
Man.
It's here we go. Okay, 2nd and 14, shotgun, and so we've got Statue of Liberty play. I like it. Well, he picks up the 4 yards back. Like that play. Now, let me show you what I was talking about with this. How am I going to do this? This installation I'm trying to put up here. Image file. There it is. All right. Mendoza miss. That's the Mendoza miss. Mendoza's back to throw. Second throws. And he misses. A little early throw, and it's 4th and 9, and Raiders punt. But see what I'm talking about here, folks? This is just before the interception. And he should have just went with his first choice was on the left, okay? But he went back over the middle. And sometimes when you are teaching quarterbacks this progression, they're left with the idea that the number 2 receiver is the primary and they have to throw to him, beyond a shadow of a doubt. The rule should always be you let the play work for you. If the player in the flat here, right here that I'm circling, all right, if he presents himself as open, that's who you throw to, okay, right here. This is where it should go. Instead, he literally waited for number 2. So which means that he's being taught number 2 on here and then number 2. Okay? And that's what's going on. So he's got to know, hey, if he's open, not only that, he threw it. With this guy bearing down on him, it's quite possible he misses the tackle. What? He's got some green space. You could have seen a touchdown. You have to let the play work for you in a Bill Walsh style offense. And that's what Mendoza didn't do. He tried to make too much of it. So, there you go. So now we've got the Raiders have to do a reclamation job with his psyche because he's made a mistake that really was based on teaching and not based on him. It just was because your offensive coordinator or your quarterback coach should be sitting down with him. They should be immediately going over what happened. They're not doing that. And so these are the things that get you prepped for the regular season. You can't just say, well, we've got Kirk Cousins and it's okay. It's not okay. I mean, look at this, all right? Look at that, all right? It's not okay. And you want to see the aftermath of this? All right, I got that too, okay? Let's see here. So I thought I had it. Hold on a second. But I got it. I go back and get it real quick before things start here. A disappointing game to be down 14-0 already. 14-0. And now you really have to do some damage control. Damage control is what you have to do. It would have been nice if he was able to come back and score, but he did not. All right. That's not what happened at all. So what we're looking at here, all right. So here. Okay, that's not what I want there. Yeah, here is okay. Blocking angles. This was the second. This is one where we're down for a loss, and I'll get to that one later. And then go back here. And here it is.
Go back and take a look at that last play by Fernando
Wade
Mendoza.
Woodaz was on the interception. All right. And so, yeah, number 34 is was the guy out first.
Check it down to Mike Washington.
And then with Mike Washington, okay. And so, yeah. So basically, let me show you what we're looking at when the interception was thrown. And that's it. And Mendoza, when he made the throw, he was about to get sacked. So the other problem was that Mendoza made the throw, and he did it to avoid getting sacked. So that's another reason why you should always
sit it down right there.
Always go with the play. And if the person open is number one, take it. All right. Don't get yourself in trouble. And that's what he did. He got himself in trouble. So now we're 14-0 down. And it's a bunch of commercials waiting. Hopefully here we go. Okay. So Davis Mills is from Stanford. Okay. And great reader defensive play right there. Nice.
Spent the last 2 years here.
Winnington is in the backfield. That's awesome. Yes.
And now they put the
there we go.
Offensive lineman in with David
there we go.
Mills and Jake
So
Andrews,
I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that one again. But the thing about they came off quickly off the line. And here we go. Good pass rush. But okay. Hey, look. The Texans are showing some effective short passing. They are showing some effective short passing. They are. And as good as their defense is, that's the kind of passing game they need to play. I'm going to go back to, I'm going to show you something too. We're talking about the play earlier. Let me show you the other one, all right?
But as far as the backup, a guy who's won games, and as you said, when he had to step in last year, he was defeated. Well, this is interesting. Move the ball back.
So yeah, 3rd and 1.
Third down
and you got angle left, brother. And number 21 is in for number 4, Meeks, I think it is. Now it's 26. So flag down. Noah Winnington is the running back that's in.
Personal foul, face mask number 96.
Oh, come on, Raiders. Man. Right here.
The helmet of Noah Whittington, rookie running back, undrafted out of Oregon, who has caught D'Amico Ryan's eye.
All right.
So number 26, and he's going to get
It's 1st and 10 for us. 14, we're 0, they're 14. And they are once again packing Memphis Mills on a screen. Wilmington. He gets the first down. Just stopped. Hold on a second. You want me to get that for you? Okay. 12-yard game. So, yep, they sure did. And the Texans threw the screen right where he came off the edge. Boom. Yep. That's using your brains. And Nick Haley is the offensive coordinator, and another run, but this time nothing. Good. Raiders stuffed them right at the point of attack. That's what you want. Take them off the point of attack and stop them. Number 92. Number 92 is having a whale of a game. That guy is good for us. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
He puts Evan Brown at center. I'm going
to show you the bad throw in a moment. All right. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to come back to that in a second because we're 2nd and 9, long yardage. Raider pass rush number was getting in there. Yeah. Whoever was rushing for the Raiders, number 35. No, that was covering, but whoever was rushing just literally pushed one of the Texans linemen back into Davis Mills and forced that throw. That was great defense. That was great defense. So we're starting to see the Raiders play some great defense when it matters. Here's 3rd and 9. We need a sack right here. The Raiders are playing one of those weird cockeyed. Oh, another wide receiver screen. It gets stopped by short by a yard by Stokes, and they threw to the overshifted side, and Raiders were able to slow him down. Didn't stop him though. So now we've got a field goal attempt for a 51-yard attempt. Jamie Ferber. And then, boom. We'll go up there and field goal is good. Texans 17, Raiders nothing. Well, not a good look. All right. Not a good look. Not a good look. See, the thing about changing coaches every year is the preseason is always filled with optimism, right? Well, not this time. we've not this time. There's flashes of promise, but overall the team just doesn't look like it's there. And again, there's fundamentals you count on. Now, let me tell you, or show you rather, what I'm talking about here. This is the second part of that play, all right? That was the first part, all right? Remember that? Okay, this is before the interception, all right? Now, this one is, I call it bad throw, all right? This is the second one, all right? You see that one? Look, Mendoza's already decided he's not going to number 1. He committed himself to Washington. This is just about the time he gets picked. But look, Mendoza's in the grass for number 32 for the Texans, which means he just avoided getting sacked. So he went from here, all right? We add that to the stage, all right? He went from here, okay? This is how fast things can change. You can see he's bearing down on him, all right? This is where he should have thrown, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. He was willing to stay here and get clobbered to throw to an insignificant second guy, which really isn't going to get him more yardage than this guy. And that's what he did. All right. But you have to blame the coaches for this, okay? Because, well, ultimately the coaches, they design the play, tell him what to do under certain circumstances. The players have their coaching instructions on each page, and this is what you get. So Fernando's 1 of 4 for 22 yards and an interception, and probably feel like the worst guy in the world, yet he shouldn't. All right. So here we go. This is and the first. Whoa! Look at that. Bad kick. Bad kick. This is good growing pains, don't you think? Good growing pains. How you like us now?
Hey, don't forget week 2 of the NFL season continues. The Jets taking on the Steelers, followed by
you don't show everything during preseason, but you show basics. Basics in terms of fundamentals, for example. And I like the ordered passing, but I don't like that they're not telling him to rip it when a guy is obviously open. Okay, so here is run to the right and goes Washington. He gets away from there and he almost gets the first down. This guy is a great running back. All right? This guy is a great running back. And this is 30. He could take somebody's job, Genty. 4th round pick from Arkansas, Mike Washington. He played with Taylor Green. Here's 2nd and 1 and here's the handoff, and here's the first down by Washington. Picks up a yard and some change. So this is a good time to work on time because we are in the middle of a 2-minute drill. This of sorts. And I say it's a 2-minute drill of sorts because you want to get into the second quarter on the move toward a touchdown. All right. So let's see what they do with this 1st and 10. Another run. And I don't get that. Don't like that. So it's 2nd and 9. So now they've got Mendoza in a bad situation. It's 2nd and long. You know that they want to throw if they want to get a first down, unless they're willing to, for some odd reason, run their running backs into the ground. Or maybe Fernando got himself hurt. Hope not. But this is a passing down. It's a shotgun out of a kind of a cockeyed eye. Interesting little that is called the escort screens, folks. First down. That is called the escort screen. That play and formation is a Clint Kubiak special. He likes to do that with his running backs, put them out there and basically telegraph the kind of play that's coming. He had the screen guy out there already. That's an escort screen. And I'm not, by the way, in favor of the escort screen because the reason is you take the running back, that's the blocker, you're bringing a defender with you that will tackle the guy you're trying to get. All right, so here's Fernando. He gets rid of it early. Get to the right guy again. And we get a first down out of it. Awesome. Boom. First down. First down. Fernando was rushed. He didn't panic. He threw it to the right guy who was wide open. Okay. And is he okay? Oh. Hello. Somebody's saying, what are they saying? I don't know what they're saying. At any rate, whatever he's saying, he's not making a comment, so guess what? Sorry. Yeah. Folks, if you're going to come in, say something, but don't come in to tell me something I can't read and you're repeating it. Those are grounds for getting booted, at least temporarily. So he got booted temporarily. Somebody was trying to put a message up there that wasn't, it wasn't a commentary. It was just some symbol or whatever. And I booted it, So, hey, don't do that again. Well, actually, I don't think you're going to be able to. All right, anyway. So, all right. Okay, so let's see what people are saying about the Raiders. Let's have some fun here. The latest. We got NFL rumors. Fernando Mendoza throws a pick six, which you saw. But if you want to know what people are seeing on the Twitter side, let me show you. I will get that for you momentarily. Share screen right here. And here it. Are you okay?
With most seeing a response as quickly as 2 weeks. And you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with
Huntington's
disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts.
That's
so
not
take
playing.
Ingrezza if allergic. Serious
There
side
we
effects
go.
may include allergic reactions like
That's the pick
tissue,
six.
swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect.
1 second, folks. And we're back. Okay. So, forgot to show you. It's Greg Kubiak. Gary Kubiak, I'm sorry, yeah. Yep. That's his son. Yep. Now his son is in charge of the Raiders. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Coach last year, the offensive coordinator for your Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks.
Right. And here we are. The Raiders are in scoring position, folks. I remind you. It's 2nd and 1. Should be just a simple fullback dive. But we're going to throw out of, and no, he's going to get sacked. Doggone it. Man, oh man. That's not good. Wow. Play action, and basically we see what? Aiden McDonald, and yeah, there was the guard just he didn't even try to block him much. Wow, I mean that was awful, folks. I got to get a quick picture of that, okay? It's like right here, Caden McDonald, right? Although Caden McDonald is one of the stars of their their draft, all right? And they're making this guy look good. Hold on a second, folks. Trying to get this. They're making him look good, but this is what he does. You can see, now I'm going to point to it, okay? The guard right there, I'm pointing to it. And then I'll right there. And then I'll post the picture, okay? Well, you know what? I'll just take it again because you're not going to be able to recognize it with that. So let me take it to this one over here. All right. And then I'll get to it. All right. So at any rate, well, let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. That was awful. Okay. Surely awful.
He doesn't even have time to try to escape and get out of the pocket. The good thing is he protects the football and just takes his punishment.
Okay.
If this offensive line can protect Mendoza,
awful.
The entire first half may go up.
Now we have commentary. He says, Sir Raiders is boo-boo. Then Suffer Mendoza. And he says, they ragdolled Mendoza. Yeah, he got ragdolled. No argument there.
been hit a
Hey,
lot
it is what it
already in the
is,
first
right?
half. Yeah, they want to get him as much
Now,
playing time as they can. He played a
they
lot
want to
in
get him
the
killed as
last
much as they
game,
can.
And the expectation is that he could very well play into the third quarter, but
Let me show you
he
here.
has gotten roughed up already a couple of times. We've seen some of the hits that he's taken when he's got the
None of
ball
this is his
down.
fault.
You know,
The
that's
Raiders
thing
have
that
an
the
offensive
concern
structural issue.
obviously was addressed by the Raiders coming into this year.
It's called, how well do you know time motion study? Oh.
Came along with
See here.
Kubiak and Rick Dennison, one of the best.
Okay, so we've got 3rd and 12 and 4, and there's that's Ian Thomas, 3rd down. Are you going to go for it on 4th down or what? They're going to field goal unit. Yeah. All right.
Who is in competition for a job with the Raiders?
Raiders
Attempt a 52-yard try here to put Las Vegas on the board.
Sack.
That day has bounced around in his career, now trying it with the Raiders. Kansei Matsuzawa is his competition so far in camp. He has been hot and cold.
Okay, so here we are.
Hold the kick
is got the kick. So we got the goose egg off the board. We have 13 minutes and 34 seconds to do a little more. And let me get to
So we came on wondering
this image file. Okay, here we go. Here we go, folks. Remove that one. And there it is. Anatomy of a sack. So if you see this right here, no, look, he's already off balance when he takes on defensive tackle before the sack. And what you want, if you're going to play action fake, in my way of coaching, all right, I want the offensive lineman taking on the defensive lineman to make it look like a run, because then you don't have bad leverage. You have your person pushing against the linemen that are rushing you. You're standing them up, and you're stopping them, okay? And you're fighting them, okay, like that, right? This is not that. This is, oh wow, this guy is on me, and look at his legs. He's ready to be pushed back, and that's what happened. He got pushed back, and all right, it's ready to be pushed back. All right, he got pushed back, came on in, and boom, crushed. Okay, crushed, and that's what happened. All right, so the Raiders have to do a better job of blocking, like you're blocking for a running play on a pass play, and being comfortable with doing that, rather than having your lineman retreat. Some people like to have their lineman retreat even on play action. I hate it, and that's one big reason why. So the Texans have the ball. Mills is back to throw. He's got too much time to throw. We're starting to get to him and force him out of the pocket. So that's a coverage reward. All right, it's a coverage reward. So let's see what we have here. So let's see what the people on Twitter are saying. Let's see what the folks on Twitter are saying. All right, let's go back and add that to the stage. Mills gets back, and hey, nope, got good play. The Raiders were in the right position to stop that, and they did. Yay. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Let me take this. Trying to get this off the stage, and then this one. Nope, not that one. It's the other one. There. That's not what I want. Okay. Go. There we go. Back to throw. Mills is, and he gets first down. I can't hear the game. Hello. I can't hear the game.
Gets 9 in a first down. This guy's got a chance.
Yes, he does.
Thanks.
And we mentioned because of the situation right now with the Texans receivers, because he makes a good tough catch.
This is going to be a quick game anyway.
Some really good things, making some tough catches. He's got
So first and 10 for the Texans at their own 33. Another screen to the right. Picked up about 7 yards. And the Texans are going to screen us to death, folks. Screen to the left, screen to the right, wide receiver screen, tight end screen. Maybe they have a quarterback screen. Screen. If there was such a thing. So, and we're talking about open field tackles right here. Boom, there you go. Here we go. 2nd and 3, another missed. And we got another first down after a Raiders in the backfield miss. We're making Noah Whittington look pretty doggone good, folks. All right. Raider War Room says, we've heard it all before, folks. It's only preseason. It's the backups on and on for 20 years. When a team makes mistake after mistake and compounding one problem with another, it doesn't magically fix itself. This is going to be rough. I agree. We're not happy, folks. We're not happy. Okay. All right. 1st and 10. And another ace formation by the Texans. Another tough run by Noah Whittington. Off tackle. Picks up a tough 4 yards. And they're working that draft class. Caden McDonald, the DT, where it says second round. He's the guy that crushed Fernando Mendoza a little while ago. And Keelan Rutledge has been blocking the Raiders defense well. Marlon Klein at tight end has picked up some meaningful gains in this game. So, hey, look, the Texans have scored in their draft already. Pun intended. We have 2nd and 6 for Davis Mills back throw. Raiders come down on him and you get a sack. Finally get a sack. There we go. Get a sack. Yeah. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Thomas Booker the fourth. Yep. And he made a nice move to the outside. Boom. He did it quick. Woo. Here. Got him. 3rd and 13. All right, come on. How about a turnover, Raider defense? We're at midfield. Get a pick 6. Oh, 2 backs in. And 93 misses. And we've got short. 4th down. Punt. There we go. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're doing well. That was the best stand by the Raider defense. Yay. Woo-hoo. All right. Mm-hmm.
The only man left standing in
the
competition.
And we don't have a game breaker. We'll have somebody back there to return the punt. That we say, hey, this person can score a touchdown. Not that we couldn't get anybody. But here we go. Fair catch at the 9. Yep. Vince. Here come the Raiders and Fernando.
Offense, we will hear from Max Crosby.
Yep. We're going to have Max Crosby give his commentary. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Max Crosby.
It is no longer waiting for us to find it. It's coming to our world.
All right. So I shudder to look at
You might be dehydrated.
the statistics for this contest, but I must. What do we have here? We have all right. Game leaders, passing yards, Davis Mills, 53 for the Texans. You know, I should show you this. You see if I can, I'll just tell you, okay? Davis Mills for the Texans has 53 passing yards. Fernando Mendoza has 50 passing yards. Rushing yards, Mike Washington has 47 yards for the Raiders. Will Meeks, Marks, excuse me, for the Texans has 37 yards. And we have as well is, see here, what were the odds on the game? They have odds on the preseason game. The odds are at the close. The spread was appears to be here. Hold on a second. Yeah, 8.5 in favor of the Raiders. Yeah, the Raiders were favored to win. They have now their cover probability is at 16.4%. And here's Max. Let's hear what Max has to say.
69 career sacks. Traded away, now he's back.
Max.
You like that edit, Joe? That was good stuff right there. All right, let's start with a cool moment that we saw after Fernando threw the pick six. You came up to him and just encouraged him. What did you want to get across to him in that moment?
Yeah, it's football. You know, it's not going to be perfect. You know, it's a rookie. You got to go through, you know, some ups and downs, and that's part of the game. It's how you respond. So that's basically what I just told him. Just keep being yourself and keep playing.
Yep, here's Mendoza. Raiders are a slot right. Mendoza play action. Rolls to the left. Good. So throws to the first guy, and he picks up a first down. Nice play. Nice play. That's an example of Mendoza letting the play work for him. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So while they're talking, we're missing the play, unfortunately. So
I love it. You know, it's all part of the story. And that's life. You know what I mean? It's how you respond to things. Same thing, you know, Fernando's situation. Go big, go out there, go get some points.
Go Max. Okay, here, second down for the Raiders. And Fernando run play gets stopped. Gain maybe a half a yard. Mr. Huzzy for the Texans gets the tackle. Don't like the running play design. If I'm going to run around in, I want a double team on the end, okay? That's what I would like to have very, very much.
I think it really comes down to style of play. You know, what you put on the film. You know, there's X's and O's and there's things you can draw, but ultimately,
go back. Yep, and just caught it. And they were rushing to pick that off. That was near. The Raiders have to have a shorter passing game. Otherwise, the defenders are going to zero in on the receivers downfield and be able to pick off the pass. The design and timing have to be better. Have to be so that the ball gets to the receiver quicker. There's Mendoza back to throw again. Deep. Not open. He goes to a mid-range and nice throw. Here we go. He had enough time to make the pass. Made the pass. Got a first down. Yay. All right. So
it's like anything, you know, you come in with the right mindset, you put in the work, and the results are going to follow.
Yep.
You're the heart and soul of this team in a lot of ways. You've seen a lot of iterations of this team. What excites you about the future with Clint Kubiak as the head coach?
Yeah, you know, Clint is another guy.
There you go. First and 10.
He doesn't have the biggest personality in the world. He'll tell you that himself.
You're on 41. Play action. No. Go to screen. Great call. Go Washington. If he can get around there, he gets a first down. Yes. First down for the Raiders.
Great football teams, and I just feel like when you have somebody that is about all the right things and that puts football first and is all about the players, you're going to have a chance to go out there and win. So we have a lot of work to do across the board, but I think he's the right guy for the job for sure.
All right, we're going to let you go after this. We know why you're not playing tonight, but how much does it kill you to not be out there?
Oh my God, it's been a long time coming. I haven't played a football game since December of last year in this stadium. So it's
and
been
one.
crazy, nostalgic being,
Come on, play action. Go deep.
But being able to go against
And
those guys
nope. Well, first down. First down.
Can't wait to see you.
All right.
Thanks, Max.
So thank you so much.
Joe.
Yeah,
Hey, Max.
Second one of the best defensive players in the league. And while we're talking about
Mr. Cosby.
number 15,
Yeah, I do too.
This is put together.
Still haven't had a chance to meet him. When we go back to Oakland. Oh.
Third and long was outstanding to the fellow rookie.
Yeah. All right, so here, first and 10. Fernando comes up smartly. And straight back to throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, and no. That pass was not Fernando's fault. Why? Because the Raiders put him in a situation where the receivers had no separation, where it was like, what are you trying to accomplish with that one? Was it, that made no sense to me whatsoever. And then he was getting rushed. And the drop back was all wrong. Had one of those Terry Bradshaw Steelers type dropbacks, very sloppy. All right, 2nd and 10. Going the trips, and we run to that side, and we're going to get crushed. That's exactly what happens because the Texans had the pursuit. We got 3 yards off of it, but I would prefer 10 because it's now coming down to 4 minutes in the first half, and I want a touchdown. We got to get on the board. It's 3rd and 7. This is a crucial down, folks. Crucial down. So the Raiders need to put Fernando in a rollout situation here for first down. But my guess is they don't have that kind of play design. All right. Trips to the left. Shotgun, straight back. Fernando looks right, throws right. Oh, and it's dropped by number 19. That was not Fernando's fault. Benson, you gotta catch the ball. Catch the ball, son. Catch the ball. You hit him right in the hands. That,
nobody really talks a lot about the ball placement.
Man,
if Benson's able to catch this, he has an opportunity
to
take it up the sidelines with his speed and turn that into not only a first down, heck, he might even score.
Right. That ball was right where it should have hit him, right in both hands. And I would have, just have gone for it rather than this punt. You should have gone for it. Should have, give Fernando a chance to make a play. You should have left him out there. So, you know what, son? Stay out there. We're going to go for it. Put him in a run-pass option. Give him a chance to pick up some part of the yardage, right? Like the whole part of it? 7? Anyway. What a disappointing game. All right. How are we doing statistically? Let's see here. We are. What are we looking at?
All good?
What are we looking at? Gamecast shows 12-yard pass.
Just go to Take 5.
And
Text 5 to 82535 to get $15 off your next oil change.
team
At
stats.
Stanford University, we know that
First downs. Texans are ahead 9-7. They picked up 4 by passing and 4 by rushing. Raiders 3 by passing and 4 by rushing. Texans first down from penalty rate. Texans have 1. Third down efficiency. Raiders are 1 of 4. Texans are 6 or 8. Total plays 23. The Texans 28. Total yards 131 for the Raiders, 151 for the Texans. Total drives 4 for each. Yards per play. Raiders 5.7. Texans 5.4. Passing yards 102 for the Texans, 66 for the Raiders. 65 rushing yards for the Raiders, 49 for the Texans. Time of possession. Texans 15 minutes and 41 seconds. Raiders 12 minutes and 19 seconds. All right. So there we are. That's what's going on. All right. That's what's going on. An exercise in agony had by all. Welcome, folks.
Texans ball starting.
Texans ball.
We'll send it down to Lisa Salters with.
And Lisa is talking to who?
Lisa, CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud. Woohoo! I interviewed him, folks. Right here on City 62 Media. You can see my interview with CJ Stroud.
Playing NFL. I thought we handled it very well. I thought we handled the pressure, ran the ball good, and then converted on third down like we talked about.
We're only halfway kind of through the camp, and you've already said that this is the best that the offense has looked to you since your rookie year. Why do you believe that?
Just the second year in the system. First year is always tough, just learning. Coordinator, quarterback.
Look, greater defense. Great gang tackle, loses 2.5 yards. Nice.
Some guys want to run the ball, don't want to do the things that we need to do to be better.
Talk about this being the second year in this offense, in Nick Haley's offense. Just how does that make a difference?
It makes a huge difference. I think it's anything in life. You do it, time and time over again, rep after rep. You start to put, man hours into it, and you become an expert at it. So I think I've definitely got better, more comfortable with, my control, my command. I think Kale's is doing the same thing. So we're training up.
Stroud back to throw. No, it's Davis Mills. Oh, wow. Tight rope pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Just short of first down.
He's a dog. His mentality just, he's somebody who wants to come in every day. He wants to do the hard things. He wants to put in the dirty work. And I'm super proud of him already. He's made everybody around him better as a young rookie. And he doesn't shy away from competition. He doesn't care who he's going against. If it's Wayne, if it's anybody.
I like that play. Well, the Texans come out with a nifty play design. You see that? They faked the inside handoff out of the shotgun, rolled out 2 steps, and hey, wait a minute, that's my play. I drew up that play for the Raiders and Gruden years ago. And how the hell did it wind up in their hands? That's my play, folks. That is my play. Wait a minute. I gotta go back here and take a picture of this. That is my play right here. Wait, yep, that's not quite the formation, but I think if they it is. If they put him in motion, and then let me do this because I want to get a shot of that play. Hold on a second. And yep, that's my play. Bip. There we go. Yeah. Goes over here, and then he comes across. And what he did, he go in the motion. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. That's it. Yeah. That play you just saw, folks, I designed that play. Yep. If you're watching. If not, I'll show you the screenshot.
Super excited to have him on our team. I've been a fan of his for a while, but very explosive, does everything, and is a heck of a player.
So the Texans are copying me. They have hope this year. All right.
Thanks to CJ. For doing that. The 2-minute warning, and this drive being put together by Davis Mills.
Yep.
Good strong throw and catch by Marlon Klein.
Woo-hoo.
10.
See here. Versus Texans.
It's NFL Sunday.
Conference.
Who's coming over?
All right. Oops.
Sunday ticket in YouTube TV. It doesn't matter.
YouTube TV.
They love every play, every game-changing moment, every Sunday. You won't miss anything.
I think there's a special deal.
Every game, every Sunday, all in one place. New users can get Sunday tickets for 8 payments of
I'm going to do this in 2 parts, folks. I'm going to do, since Mendoza's playing the first half, this is all I'm going to do because I want to see how they did with Mendoza. He's the featured guy, and so we'll have the whole first half. Now, in the event they decide, nah, we're gonna give him some more, more time, I'll start a new live stream. But I'm gonna cover the first half and then focus on this because Fernando Mendoza is arguably the most important draft pick the Raiders have had in many, many years. So going back to Jamarcus Russell, there's a lot of energy put on the Raiders being able to pick where they did and who they're going to draft. Whether they're going to take Brady Quinn or Jamarcus Russell. I favor Jamarcus Russell over Brady Quinn because I believe that Jamarcus Russell offered the better chance to have a short passing game. Right. Now, you would say that's counterintuitive. Don't you want him to throw deep? I know he can do that, but I also know that he can get the ball out quicker in the short game than Brady Quinn. Physics, folks. So, but hey, look, the Raiders got him, put him in an awful, Lane Kiffin designed it awful. Oh, it hurts to think about it. Oh, it just hurts to think about it. Lane Kiffin just screamed out, I don't want Jamarcus Russell, and put him in a bad offense to boot. All right, so the Texans come up with 2 minutes on the clock. Will the Raiders get the ball back to get a touchdown? That's what I'm looking for. And there's Davis Mills rolling left. Tight end. Caught. Gets the Klein, gets it. This rookie's getting a workout. Wow. Mr. Klein is getting a workout.
He came to the United States as a 15-year-old to kind of chase this dream.
He's from Germany. From Germany. He's German. Martin Klein, second-round pick from Michigan. Yep.
And a lot of the tight ends in the league these days, they're more receivers than they are blockers. And Marlon Klein, he wants to be an all-round player.
Marlon Klein, back to not throw but run. Well, they don't need the throw. It stopped. 2nd and 3. Nope, now it'll be 2nd and 5.
I like him.
Let's see here.
Where he was projected and where he was picked. He's been impressive, and I know that the Houston Texans are really happy with what they've seen of him up to this point.
And just to say it again, D'Amico Ryan said, yeah, we took criticism for getting him in the second round. And so what? We like him, we want him, we got him, and they're happy they have him.
Yeah, and because of his background change, this isn't a guy who's played a lot of football.
3rd and 3.
He's only
1:17 left. Mills is back to throw, and no flags. 4th down. What? What happened? What happened? What's going on?
It definitely looked like a lot of contact at the top of that route.
Here's a call.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 28 of defense.
Oh,
15-yard penalty for previous spot.
no.
So that's Jermont McCoy, who didn't play all.
Where's the 15-yard? What happened? Unsportsman? Oh, that what they're talking about. That's taunting. You can't do that, folks. That's taunting.
At the end of that play, he stands over, puts the thumbs down.
That's taunting.
That's something they're going to want for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Wow.
On 3rd down.
What a bad break. Come on, Mr. 4th-round pick. All right, so sack time, Raiders. Sack time. Get him. Sack him. You missed him. Doggone it. Rats. Oh, that's where you want to sack. Like Madden was saying, just sack him. Going without a huddle. 50 minutes to go, roughly 53. Mills is back to throw, and way overthrown. Mr. Germany man by a mile. 3rd and 6.
See what Mills can do here on
Mr. Ryans, D'Amico, once the great San Francisco 49ers defensive coordinator, now he's 4th year head coach of the Houston Texans. Yep.
plays to get him into the end zone.
So here we go. 3rd and 6, 47 seconds left. Let's see what the Texans do. They got a trips right, 3 wide receivers to the left, I'm sorry, and tight wide receiver to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and doesn't get sacked, and no. That ball goes to nobody. The turf caught it. Man. Yep. Sure were. Yep. So, sure did. Yep, nothing. And here they come. Woo! Yeah, 6 guy rush away. 2 guys coming off at the last minute. Bip.
57-yard try by Fairbairn.
Field goal.
Last year was 9 for 13 from 50 plus.
His name is Kami Fairbairn, folks.
44 field goals during the regular
And here we go.
season.
Snap, spot, kick on the way. And that kick is good. Wow. He's got leg. 57 yards, folks. Wow. 20-3. Weeds are getting clobbered. Oh. Weeds are getting clobbered. So they leave Fernando with 38 seconds. He's probably lobbying for more time in the second half. I don't blame him. They gave him a bad hand to play with. That was a good one. So, yeah.
Every rep matters for this young guy. He's going to learn something from all of it. He's all the interceptions, but these are some of the positives that he's done hanging in there. He's got a good understanding of where
And that was, yeah, there you go, screen. Woo-hoo.
But he's a really mature young quarterback. A lot of these guys that come into the league, they have all the athletic ability. You're just not real sure how they're going to handle everything emotionally in their maturity level. That's not the case.
38
with Fernando
seconds.
Mendoza. And he has all the intangibles.
They're going to try to have him do something on 38 seconds.
Last week, after the preseason game, he had his family there. He said that after the game, he went home and watched film. You know, and that's the stories you heard from him when he was in college. But there's a real commitment on his part. He loves the game of football. Yeah. There's no not going on with Fernando Mendoza. It's just who it is. But there's a return.
Go. Come on, Raiders. Get a great go. Ah. Don't put the kid in the hole. Gosh.
Those that talked about the Las Vegas Strip. I mean, could you draft that 22-year-old to go into a city with the temptation of the Las Vegas?
Holding. That's so Raiders.
He said it's like a boogeyman. A lot of people talk about the Strip like you don't want to go there. It's like when you're a kid, you're trick or treating, and there's the haunted house. You're not trying to go over there, so he's got to stay away. Now he did go to the Sphere and watch the presentation of the Wizard of Oz.
That was a Mike Silver special, folks. Mike Silver, my longtime friend, Cal interviewed him. There we go. Now, here we go. Tight formation for Fernando. Fernando takes 2 steps back. Down the middle he goes to Washington, who takes 1 step, 2, gets 9 yards. We have 24 seconds, and the Raiders are not moving up with any. Yeah, they are. The clock stopped. And 1 timeout. They need to get better yardage than that. So if they want to put this kid in position to get a field goal out of this, they're going to have to do a lot better than tight formations. They have to spread out the defense and give him an ISO on either sideline. That's what I would do. So here we are, folks. 24 seconds before the half. The Raiders need a touchdown. Will they get it? Fernando barks the signals. Raiders are in another tight. He's back to throw. Goes, throws long. And there is nobody there. It was intended for Brett. The guy didn't get a step. And no extension. I love the fact that they did that, though. Okay? I love that they did that. But it just means we don't have a receiver that can outrun anybody. Or maybe we should put number 30 out there and let him do it. Here we go again. Shotgun. Spread back to throws Mendoza. Got time. Oh. Ball was knocked out. 4th and 1. 4th and 1. Next. He caught the ball and it got knocked out. That was a great defensive play. It was a completion. They decided to punt.
Receivers in this league, especially, as soon as you catch it, he'll learn. You've got to immediately tuck it, secure it. He was a little nonchalant. It gets knocked out. Nice play defensively.
The thing about it is, in defensive Benson, he didn't have time to tuck it. As soon as he caught it in there, that hand was right there. Boom. That guy's just got to. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. The question is, what can you do to prevent that happen? You have to call plays where the receiver is wide open, where there's no DB around him. But, okay, because as soon as the ball got there, number 11 was there. There's nothing you can do about that, folks. Okay? That was a great play. Sometimes great plays are made. That was a great play. That's just it. All right? Mr. Smith, Travis Smith made a great play. Give him his flowers. You know? All right, give him his reward. So Davis Mills and the Texans are going to kneel down, and that's going to be it. All right, so they're going in, and we're going to review. All right? They're going to review a very sad first half where the Raiders are at the wrong end of a 20-3 score. We got blown out. And how bad was it, folks? Well, since you asked, I will tell you what it looks like on paper before we, close out. Now let's hear what
happened.
And will we see Fernando Mendoza in the third quarter?
I do not think so.
All right,
Yep,
thank
Fernando
you.
is done.
All right, there you go.
Fernando is done. He said, I do not think so. The way he said it was a little weird. The way he said it was a little weird. He says, will we see Fernando in the second half? I do not think so. Like, are you kidding me? As terrible as he did? Oh, what a way to treat the kid that got into trouble there, okay? All right, so how bad did we do? We did this bad. I'm going to tell you the game stats, all right? And I'm not going to show you because I'm going to prevent you, or I'm going to keep you from having to squint like this, all right? I'm just going to tell you what they are, all right? You ready? Here goes. Game stats. All right. You know the score. Las Vegas Raiders 3, Houston Texans 20. All right. Passing. Fernando Mendoza 8 for 15 yards, 1 interception. Let's put things in perspective. He got over 60% of his passes, over 50% of his passes. You're fine. But he only got 86 yards and he threw an interception. Not fine. Davis Mills, 11 of 15 for 93 yards. So 11. Let's do some quick figuring here. Hey Google, what's 11 divided by 15?
11 divided by 15 is approximately 0.73.
Okay, so say he completed 73% of his passes. The leading rusher was Mike. I'm sorry. The leading rusher was Mike Washington for both teams from the Raiders. He held in 56 yards. Mr. Marks, their running back, Woody Marks. It's a cool name for running back, or it's a cool name anyway. Woody Marks, 37 yards. Receiving yards for the Raiders, we have Mr. Naylor with 22. And for the Texans, it's the German, Mr. Klein, the tight end, for 31 yards. And sacks, Mr. Booker, for our side, got one. Mr. McDonald, their second rounder for their side, got one. And tackles, Mr. McCollum for us, 5. Ray Reed for them, 4. Total yards, 161 yards for the Texans, 141 yards for the Raiders. First downs, they got 11, we got 7. 5 by passing for them, 3 by passing for us, 4 by rushing for them, 4 by rushing for us, and 2 by penalties for them. And time of possession, of extreme importance in my book, don't know about yours. 17 minutes and 8 seconds for them, 12 minutes and 52 seconds for us. Penalties, 6. This is a typical Raider stat. 6 for 50 for us, 1 for them. Okay. Raiders being Raiders in that case. We know the rushing, we know the passing, and yards per play, 4.6 for them, 5.4 for us. They had 5 total drives, so did we. And from a defensive standpoint, in terms of, let's see, penalties, I talked about the penalties, turnovers, 1 for us, and then another interception thrown. And I don't see tackles here in terms of team stats. As I keep scrolling it down, defensive special. Yeah, it's not much completion complete there. Okay. At any rate, those are the stats as they come out, and I will have to say that what I saw was why was it disappointing? Well, aside from the points, it was the ability of the Texans to go up and down the field. Clint said that the defense played well. The defense did okay. It didn't have the right technique to guarantee consistent stops. We had behind the line of scrimmage stops on occasion, but not enough for me to say that this defense is going to be a difference maker. A difference-making defense gets the offense out of bad situations. If you got a pick 6, then the defense turns around and makes sure that the opponent doesn't get a score. That didn't happen. And at all. The offense is also not designed to get chunk plays by design. And I don't mean deep throws. I mean, as we saw with the Texans, exotic running play designs, exotic passing play designs, plays that are unique and effective, play action plays out of the shotgun, for example. Did we see one of those from the Raiders? No. Did we see one from the Texans? Yeah. My play. So overall, disappointing. I hope this is just preseason blues where they're really just hiding a lot of stuff and not symptomatic of something much more sinister than that. All right. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and make sure, please, that you definitely, absolutely bookmark our NFL news by Zenny62.com. That's the name of our great website that I'm going to show you in a second or two, right here. NFL news by Zenny62.com, which you must visit. As I stop the screen and put it up here, share a screen, and there it is. NFL news by Zenny62. There it is. That's it, folks. Come and visit. Yep, there it is. And we've got a big menu. And we have recent posts. Like, for example, 2027 NFL Draft QB class, real franchise saviors or pure hype. And scroll down there and you can see right there. See what our system does is we take YouTube videos and automatically make them into posts. So here is, well, something I'm going to have to straighten out because you're supposed to see a YouTube video in that place. So always more work to do, folks. Always more work to do. That didn't happen before. So I'll go into the bowels of the system and straighten it out. But we got a lot of NFL information. I encourage you to check it out. Also, don't forget our other sites. And also, don't forget the fact that we do online reputation management. So if you have a problem with how you look online, you need it to be fixed, you bring it to Zenny62 YouTube, and we can do it. Bring it to Zenny62. This is Zenny62 Media.com. And I'll show you here. Here, bring it to Zenny62media.com. Just go out here. There it is. That's our great website. Bring your problem to us. We do content marketing. We do online research for you. We need online research done. But our specialty is reputation management. That's right. Online reputation management. We're a news, content, and online reputation management agency that specializes in retraining AI search engine bots to say your message and not your enemy's message. So if someone is bad-mouthing you, and Grok on Twitter is bad-mouthing you too, and so is Google AI and Gemini and Facebook Meta, bring your problem and hire Zenny62 Media to fix it. Subscribe to Zenny62 Media or Zenny62 on YouTube, and then bookmark Zenny62media.com. Thank you. Thank you. We'll see you. That ends the stream.